Russian stock market putting a stop on trading in the dollar and euros, Western currencies. And this is all about moving power from west to east. This has been going on in many and various ways. You have a situation now where the banking system is holding on for dear life. How do you service that kind of debt?
Ready to have your mind blown? David IceKe is back, and he's unraveling a story that's shaking the very foundations of global power. Saudi Arabia has just decided to ditch the US dollar for oil trades, and the shockwaves are reverberating through the American economy and beyond. But hold on, that's just the tip of the iceberg. What's really going on behind the scenes? David delves into a shadowy global cult that's been pulling the strings, aiming for nothing less than world domination. How does this seismic shift from west to east play into their grand plan? And what could it mean for your future? Grab your popcorn, because this is a thriller you don't want to miss. Stay tuned as we explore the jaw-dropping implications of Saudi Arabia's bold move and uncover the hidden agendas shaping our world. Let's dive deep into this captivating tale of power, money, and mystery.
Oh, the implications are enormous for America, Americans, and the American economy, because for all these years, and this deal was signed in the 1970s, Saudi Arabia, of course, this massive global oil producer, has been selling its oil in dollars, and for various reasons. This has had a phenomenal impact positively on the American economy. It's allowed it to rank up a lot of debt, for instance, and be able to service that debt, because people have needed to have dollars to do international trading and stuff, not just in energy, but in other things as well. And I've been, tracking this now for quite a long time. And it's obvious that what has happened with Saudi Arabia now dropping the petrodollar, dropping the dollar as its only form of international trading, is another enormous step in moving power in the world from west to east. This has been going on in many and various ways for a long time. For instance, the global corporations, and this is a point that, oh my goodness me, I tried to get this across to those in the mainstream alternative media. I don't seem to grasp that when they talk about globalists, right? That it's about a global agenda. It's not about America. That's part of it, but it's not about America as an individual country. It's about global power and a global dystopia. Therefore, as I have said so many times, that this global cult I've been exposing for 35 years does not do borders. It has no borders. The borders are for public consumption. Therefore, the whole idea of a global dystopia is that it's everywhere. Borders don't matter. And so we have this situation where American corporations, American in quotes, actually cult corporations, have for how many decades now been moving their production out of America and the West into the East. And that's given the East, dominated, of course, by China, control over vast tracts of the global supply chain. And you look at the situation militarily as they run down Western militaries and build up Chinese militaries. You're looking at a transfer of power from the West to the East. And what has happened with this petrodollar, therefore, fits perfectly into that. Because What's been happening now is the development of this BRICS trading alliance. Brazil and Russia and China and South Africa and more are coming in, of course, Iran and what have you. And this BRICS alliance is basically focusing itself, not least because the major players, Russia and China, are in the East. It's focusing itself in the East and India as well, of course. And so what is happening now is that the dropping of the dollar as the exchange currency, the international currency, means, as Saudi Arabia has said, it's going to now start trading in other currencies, including the Chinese currency. And at the same time that this is happening, you've had the Russian stock market putting a stop on trading in the dollar and euros, Western currencies. And this is all about moving power from west to east. Countries and so-called governments and dictators like they have in Saudi Arabia, they are pawns in the game. The real decisions are made in the shadows on a global level by a global cabal. And so, yes, Saudi Arabia will be taking orders. Of course it will. And those orders and all these other decisions that are being made, including the corporate move from creating and manufacturing in America to the East and China, these will all be decisions that are globally coordinated. See, this is the thing that it's very frustrating for me sometimes, well, more than sometimes, to see this focus on America in much of the mainstream alternative media, when actually the real story is happening way above and beyond what we perceive as the American government. It doesn't matter if it's Biden or Trump or Kennedy. It doesn't matter, because the decisions will be made above them. And even if some politicians don't want to make certain decisions, then the circumstances are manipulated by the cult in the shadows to force them into making those decisions, even though they don't want to. So this is a very, very significant move here, which can have enormous implications for not just global finance and where the power is, but the everyday lives and ability to function of people all over the world, not least in America. So you have a situation now where the banking system is holding on for dear life, because the plan all along, 2008 was just a prelude. The plan all along has been to lead us into a massive financial crash, which will allow them, problem, reaction, solution, to offer the solution of a vastly different economic system, which will be based on digital currencies and will be dystopia on steroids. And you see, one of the things that's being pointed out is that the United States' ability to service its debt will be very, very much harmed by the petrodollar disappearing as an international trading currency, or the international trading currency anyway. And I had a look this morning at the latest United States debt. And by the way, this is only basically government debt. Add in all the private, personal, corporate debt, and my God, what will their figure be? But government debt is 35 trillion, or coming up to it now. How do you service that kind of debt? And now the petrodollar situation has happened. That's going to be vastly more difficult. And it's something that it's frustrating doesn't even come into it.
If you found this video as eye-opening as we did, don't forget to hit that like button and share it with your friends. And if you haven't already, subscribe to our channel for more deep dives into the stories shaping our world. We love hearing from you, so drop your thoughts and questions in the comments below. What do you think about Saudi Arabia's move? Do you believe in the existence of a global cult? Let's get the conversation going. Thanks for watching, stay curious, and we'll see you in the next video. Until then, keep questioning and stay informed.